Hey guys, Sky2 Quaddy here. I'm at a new location right now, and I'm just doing a kind of an experimental flight with the Spidey build. And the Spidey build has the Mortal L antenna with the Micro TBX V2 Crossfire. And I don't know, this is just a kind of a long-range test or medium-range test to see what it can do with the Mortal L setup. I have it at this flight right here at 1 watt. And you'll notice some bobbles because it was very, very windy, and this is probably not the smartest flight that I've done because I was literally flying with the wind out and against it on the way back. But we're reaching this point which is pretty close to a mile, just a little bit under. I want to say about 4,000 something feet, 4,600 something feet, so a little under a mile. I'm about to turn around because the connection with the Crossfire was still strong, but I did not feel confident just because of my DJI goggles. You'll see a little bit of pixelation right when I made that turn. And every time I get those pixelations, it's not like I get a long warning. It's a couple of those and then just boom, pixel freeze and then drop. That's it. And yeah, I didn't want that out there. And this wasn't the greatest flight intelligent wise because I did not have a GPS on. I just was out there at the moment with my buddies, and I just like, hey, let's try it out. And got out pretty far, so I was pretty impressed with the Mortal L and the Crossfire V2 at 1 watt. Definitely gets the job done to go long range, medium range, and to be quite honest, how often are you going to fly this far with a 5-inch quad anyway? You really don't have any business doing that to begin with. It's just one of those things that it's peace of mind that no matter where you're flying in the local parks, it's a good distance, you're going to get great penetration. But as you can see on my way back here, it's bobbling a lot. I'm not going to alter the film or the video so you can just see just how much shaking there is because it was very, very windy. I want you to see how windy it was trying to get back. And there's a couple times I was kind of like, okay, is this just going to fail safe or is it going to drop or what? But it didn't. It pretty much handled well for a 5-inch quad, and I think I can get rid of the bobbles probably with the number one, if I use an ND filter, if I put that on, which I did not have, you probably wouldn't see any of the bobbles, but it could be the propellers too. But yeah, that was close to a mile and under, I want to say 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so not bad. There's a little bit more flying. First time I was able to catch a motorcycle here. This is a biker. There's kind of a lot of activity out here today, so I just followed this one motorcyclist. He was just coming up the road and just got right behind him. I know he didn't hear me because his bike was so loud, and right here he's kind of pulling away, and I just let him for a little bit, and I just caught up and I just darted to the top. So right here I was kind of afraid that if I kept going that I might lose signal, so I just punched it, and as I turned around I'm like, whoa, I am pretty high pretty fast. so yeah, these 5-inch quads, they get that height really fast, and I gotta hand it to DJI, man. It's giving me a new world of flying here. Look at this. This is stuff that I could not see with my analog. This is so much fun. And look at that, getting real low over the hill, doing a little bit of, not a dive, but just cruising along and really enjoying the scenery. And that's something that really could not be done just a year ago. So thank you, DJI. I just hope that someday that they get the firmware up that will actually get the range that the Crossfire does, or the Emergent RC Ghost to it. So here's a train, and I just had a chance I've never got a chance to do this, and just kind of follow behind a train. I didn't want to get too close, even though I did. I don't want to get behind it on the other side and lose signal and then drop. So it's just kind of cool. Some activity out here. So the drone, the Spidey build, handled well, and a very windy day, not a problem, especially even with the Mortal L setup. So that debate on what's better to use, Mortal L or Mortal T, if you're flying mid-range, if you're flying with a 5-inch quad and you've got the Micro TX and you're on 1 watt or even 500 watts, I don't think there's much to worry about if you're flying in these type of conditions. So I got right behind this caboose right here just to kind of get like a close-up. So yeah, fun stuff. So you know, the video footage on these is not a GoPro. You know, it's pretty darn good if you ask me. I mean, it's it says 720p, 60 frames per second, but now since it's 50 megabits, that's how I did this flight. The video quality is a lot better, and yeah, I think it's good enough for what we do on YouTube, right? So, wow, do that power loop. Totally missed the bridge, but it's all about having fun, kicking back with your buddies, and enjoying the scenery, right? So, kind of want to change up the scenery for you guys and do some test runs on this. And yeah, I think that if you guys are considering using DJI or a digital system in the future, highly recommend it, because it's going to make flying so much easier and just so much more enjoyable, and you're able to do a lot that you're not capable of doing when you're, you know, with your typical analog setup for the most part. I mean, I know a lot of guys out there that do have long range analog, they can do this, but can you do it this clear? You know. Anyway, guys, you know, the whole debate that I've seen too with the Ghost versus, you know, Micro TX Crossfire V2, I don't even think that should be even a debate, to tell you the truth, because you're going to get equally great distance with both units. I don't think that either one is going to do you wrong. You're going to make a great choice either way. And you know, for a 5-inch quad, a 3-inch micro, how far do you need to fly? I didn't want to go too far because I didn't have my GPS set up, and I didn't want to walk for freaking ever and try to find it. That would have been a big mistake. And the video, like the DJI video, is great, but it did not have the range of the Crossfire itself, so it's not going to have the range of the Ghost either. So guys, don't argue on either one of those. I think either way you're going to make a great choice. However you spend your money, go Ghost, go TBS. Ooh, there we go. And go practice on a sim too. That's what I've been doing. So anyway, the video I think is great on these. It's good enough to enjoy yourself, to be able to record on YouTube and share your experience with your friends. I do recommend getting the ND filters for these. You wouldn't see half the bobble that I had today. But that's all I got for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed the flight with my buddies Cisco and Gus over there. And that's all I got. Spidey Quadcopter signing out.